In this video, I found an old ink drawing in my mixed media sketchbook. So I will be doing a watercolor wash over this fountain pen ink sketch. This paper is not very good at taking a lot of water or a lot of layers, but it is something I've been used to working with, so I kind of know which brushes to use and how much water and how long things take to dry. And it's different than watercolor paper, and it's not 100% cotton, but it definitely has its attributes. So I'm going to utilize that in doing some careful layering with very little water. I really don't end up using a whole lot of water till the end when I'm laying in that background, but I find my process for going over sketches with watercolor is different, since I'm not drawing the initial sketch with the watercolor and I'm blending it out. So I don't really have to think too hard about putting in the initial wash, and that also dictates which brush I'll be using. So I have this 1/2-inch oval cat's tongue from the Princeton Neptune line, and it holds quite a bit of water. So I will only be doing my initial first wash with that brush, and the rest are these little round synthetic, not very pointed watercolor brushes. This paper does not really allow for lifting very much unless you're using a granulating pigment, and even then your time is limited. You lay it down and you got to scrub it out pretty quickly, and you can't scrub too much because it is cellulose paper. So the advantage to all of this is that it dries relatively quickly, and although the paper warps quite a bit, it's in a book, so once it's closed, it tends to flatten out. I'm using the little Daniel Smith 8-color palette that I have, and I can only fit 8, maybe 9 full pans in these candy tins, and I tend to reach for these more lately because they don't smash my brushes up. So the palettes are a little bit more limited. That's the trade-off. I'm using some QUINACRIDONE Sienna to do the skin tone base, and a mixture of some reds for the flowers and a variety of blue and moonglow mix. So yeah, as far as technical stuff, there's not a whole lot to say about this painting, other than if I didn't mention it, it was NOODLER'S fountain pen ink in Lexington gray. I have it in my food day. Someone tell me how to say that word. I think it's feud, as in Family Feud, but it's spelled F-U-D-E. So yeah, that's the nib style on the mountain fountain pen that I used to do this sketch. I think I said mountain because it's a Moon Man fountain pen. So I was going to say that. Instead, I decided to say fountain pen, and the M got in there anyway. Yeah, so that's what I used to sketch this out, and it was just a sketch that I wasn't quite certain what to do with when I finished it. I didn't know if I wanted to shade it in with pencil or go over it with some gouache, and months had passed, and I was flipping through this the other day, and saw this was in here and thought maybe I'll just go over it with some watercolor and film a video and, you know, make use of my materials. Yeah, that is about it as far as what I would have to say about what I'm doing here. If you guys want to see a real time in these types of videos where I talk more about what I'm doing in the moment, making my decisions regarding color choices and brush choices and things like that, I actually did do that for this video, but I had quite a bit of noise going on in my house and the video ended up being kind of long, so I ended up speeding it up and doing a voiceover. But yeah, originally I did intend to make this a real-time process video. Thought it would be quick, but it wasn't. So yeah, if you guys are interested in that, let me know, or give me some feedback. Let me know if you guys just continue liking this style of video where I do the voiceover and just briefly discuss what my thoughts are and what my materials are while doing what I'm doing in the video. So with that, if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. Consider subscribing if you haven't already and you want to see more of this content. And I will see you in the next one. Bye. you.